Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Distant Pebbles. Distant Pebbles. So in the last episode of Distant Pebbles, we've got the new job.
Distant Travels.
I do have an extra hour. Might as well start packing.
Oh my god, MC, you're packing.
Oh my god.
You finished packing for the trip. Enough clothes to last you a few days, even though you should only be gone for one night.
This is going to be an interesting day.
You make yourself breakfast and get ready for your day.
A full breakfast again, not just a granola bar. The bus should be at the stop just outside in a few minutes.
You let a yawn escape you as you take your seat on the bus. You need to get your sleep schedule on track. Waking up an hour early every day isn't doing you any favors in that department.
Clock is incorrect.
Clock is incorrect, actually.
Maybe the batteries just ran out.
Use your magic editing powers.
It's beautiful. You're welcome, Grunt. You're the first to arrive at the office today.
Not even Julia's here.
You must have been earlier than you thought.
It's 9 a.m.
No, it's not. It's actually like underneath that cover over there. You see that? That's like 2:15. You hear someone enter the room.
It's Julia.
Good morning! Congratulations on making the interview. I'm so excited! I booked a taxi for you on my way here. It should be here just before lunchtime. Are you excited?
We'll see how it goes. I'm curious about the interview. Maybe I'll have a good story to tell when I get back.
You'll be representing Team Jules Rules. It's gonna be great.
The day goes fast. Everyone's excited for you and Nick, and the news has spread fast. Before you know it, the taxi is outside and you're getting ready to leave. David, Sam, and Julia all wish you good luck as you leave. Nick is standing a little to the side, giving you a shy smile and a wave as the car drives off.
Bye, f***er!
The way everyone has been acting has definitely increased your excitement. You're excited to see what happens and where this takes you. At the very least, you'll get to know more about this super secret job, the SSJ.
Also, why does it say you'll get the no?
That's all part of the super secret job.
Part of the SSJ, I guess the SS, because the J is not capitalized. Anyway.
Don't say SS in each video. You're gonna get demonetized.
What's SS?
That's...
Oh.
Yeah, just say it's
Oh.
Why,
Moving on. It's been a while since you felt like this kind of since you felt like this kind of excitement over something. I thought I read it incorrectly, but that's just how it's written. I thought you checked all of this, but okay, it's fine. It's fine.
It's a good feeling. ...
You somehow keep your I almost said shoes for some. You somehow keep your hooves.
Hoofs!
Yeah. You somehow keep your hopes in check.
There's nothing worse than getting excited just to be let down. The taller the hopes, the longer the fall.
The rest of the car ride proceeds in silence. Before long, you arrive at the airport. The airport is quiet and there is not a lot of people around. You find a good seat near the gate.
Double dot speaking.
Hi!
Hi, Julia. We've been gone for 20 minutes and you're calling already?
Can't help it. I'm so excited. I really called you to know. I sent you an email with all the stuff needed for the hotel.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Thanks, Julia. You're the best.
You two sound like besties. What's happening?
We are besties.
Oh my god.
Make sure Team Jules Rules wins now. What am I saying? Of course we'll win.
You go to Cloud District very often.
You go to the cloud district.
Hear them starting to call for the boarding of your flight.
Looks like we're boarding. I'll text you from Broadtown.
Bye. Have a nice flight.
Before long, you've taken your seat in the plane and you're on your way to Broadtown. I know, it says airplane
It says
everywhere.
airplane
I
on
know.
the seats.
I know, it's actually amazing.
It's not an airplane, it's a seat. A nap seems like a good idea. Maybe I'll try to get some sleep on the plane.
You close your eyes.
I can't keep my eyes closed because I don't know if I'll have to read something.
Chapter 1. Distant Thoughts.
Thoughts?
Distant thoughts.
We hope you've had a pleasant flight with us on the Fast Air Airways. Enjoy your stay in Broadtown.
Looks like you slept through the entire flight. I must have really needed the rest.
No, you must have really needed the rest.
Turning into Wolfstar. You have been waking up an hour earlier than usual the last few days, and there has been more excitement than you're used to. Plus, you've been having a lot of dreams recently. Not that they were bad ones.
As you take your phone out of flight mode, you get an email notification.
Julia really went all out on this one. There's instructions for the hotel and things to do if you get bored even. Apparently you're being picked up at the airport. Intriguing.
You make your way out of the plane and to the meetup point.
Ooh, rocket ship.
You barely have to wait a second before you hear someone approaching you.
Oh my god. He's big.
Normally Watson would actually voice him, but Watson's not here.
Watson is in the other call.
Just drag him in here. Just drag him in here.
No, I'm gonna feel bad doing that.
Do it, do it.
Not even like telling him, just pop me.
Interrupt there.
Do it, Shin. If he gets mad, just say we told you.
Hey Watson, you're on the screen now.
What?
Do it.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
You must be nice to meet you.
I was just making a joke, by the way. you can go back if you
Okay.
want.
Bye.
Bye.
We're evil.
Well, that was funny.
Hello. You must be David Ash BB.
Damn it, Ash BB.
I don't know what he said, but I heard something similar, yes.
Hello. You must be nice to meet you.
He shakes your hand and greets you warmly. As he smiles, you can't shake your mind from how familiar the mind in front of you seems. It's like you've met him before, but you can't quite place it.
And that deep, pleasant voice.
A quote comes to mind.
Once upon a time, in a dream.
But then again, you're only human after all, and your mind says one thing when you look at him.
No, don't make me read
Do
this.
Do it, do it.
Daddy, bear, woof.
You shake your mind from the thoughts. Time to be professional. This might be one of your new bosses.
Thank you. I am ... Nice to meet you.
He gives you a warm smile, telling you that despite the suit he's wearing, he might not be expecting that much formality.
I'm Commander Mike Steele. I'd like to welcome you to Broadtown, even though I'm not a local.
Well, maybe there's a certain level of formality involved after all.
Military? The possibility had been there, but you had not expected it.
We'll be having the proper interview tomorrow. It's late, so I prepared a car to take you to their hotel. However, if you're up for it, I'd like to have a shorter introductory interview with you tonight.
What's your sexual orientation?
I already filled that in the document,
Commander
yeah.
Steele would like to know your sexual orientation. As he's talking, he motions for you to follow and leads you outside and towards an ostrich.
God. Some people are not gonna understand that joke.
No.
Definitely high profile.
You can't help but wonder if you're good enough for this job, if this is how they introduce things.
It'll be interesting to learn a little more about what kind of job this is. To put it bluntly, things have been a little secretive.
The commander lets out a little chuckle.
A bit like signing up for a blind date on a dating website, I imagine.
You can't help but blush a little at that comment. Well, this is your job. Suck it or leave it. We know you're gay.
There's a reason they asked that, obviously. Stay focused.
Focus on the bulge.
There's a coffee shop across the street from your hotel. How about you check in with the hotel, then join me for some tea or coffee? And then I'll tell you what I can before the actual interview. Maybe that will shed some light on things for you.
Yeah, I'd like that.
As if on cue, the car stops outside a fancy hotel.
I'll meet you there in a few minutes then?
I'll wait inside for you.
Oh, whoa. It gives you another warm smile as you exit the car. You check in with the number from the email Julia sent you. You didn't even need a credit card.
She really did sort everything for you.
You bring your bags to your room and freshen up a little in the bathroom before heading down to the coffee shop.
Cafe.
Coffee shop? Wow, we're gonna smoke weed? What the So, in Netherlands, when you say coffee shop, you refer to a place where you smoke weed.
Yeah.
It's a cafe here.
Starbucks is a cafe.
Yeah, it's not a coffee shop.
Starbucks is a cafe.
It's kind of funny. The atmosphere is cozy and there is not a lot of people around. It looks like you'll be sitting at a secluded table with an amazing view.
Commander sure knows how to pick his spots.
This is literally a blind date. He gives you a quick wave as you near the table he's picked.
I didn't know what you like, but I'd figured it's too late, so I got you some hot chocolate. Let me know if you'd like something else instead, and I'll order it.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Commander.
He looks slightly uncomfortable at your words, but quickly recovers.
You can call me Mike if you'd like.
Daddy Mike.
Technically, I'm not your superior.
Of course we're gonna do Mike, we're not gonna do Sir.
Thanks, Mike.
He gives you a smile.
So, about the interview. Let me start by letting you know that this is the full interview. You pass. Tomorrow is more an orientation.
That's a surprise, but today has been full of surprises. So he lied to us in the limo.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's like ripping off a band-aid. Besides,
I apologize for taking you by surprise like this, but I prefer to get more raw, unpolished answers.
It's funny if you censor out the last two words. I prefer to get more raw.
God damn it.
It's same
This
thing
is
here.
again.
Of course, is the next line. I'm just going to go straight in.
Okay, next one.
Let me know.
No, but the entire sentence is bad.
I'm just going to go straight in. Let me know at any point if you would like to stop. Some questions can get quite personal.
Very deep questions.
Of course. You're welcome to ask me any questions as well.
You can't help but think.
Even personal ones?
You got yourself spacing out for a second. The commander seems to be patiently waiting for you to process everything.
First question.
He brought out a notepad and a pen.
Would you like me
Yes, I would like you.
damn it.
Yes, I would love you.
Would you tell me a little more about your experience in networking?
I've worked at my current job for a few years now. I started out by working tech support for private customers. Things went pretty fast, and it only took a few months for me to get promoted to my current department. I currently work with tech support for VIP customers, and I coach my colleagues.
Not the VIPs again.
The VIP customers. When needed, I also work in network infrastructure and help extend our own network, with a capital N.
I've talked to your boss, Julia. She praised you highly. I wouldn't sell yourself as short as you do.
Oh no, what did she tell him?
Next thing, I noticed there was a note on your application from your colleague, Nick.
Oh, right. Nick did something to your application. Honestly, I'm not sure what he did. He wrote something and handed it over to Julia before I could see.
Don't worry, it's not something bad. Let's just say he changed your answer on the question about what certifications you have.
Male prostitute.
What the Ash? Actually, what the... Are you a male prostitute? Is that what you're certified to do?
No, I'm certified as a male escort. There's a difference.
The people around you all seem to think you sell yourself short, and they seem to think highly of you.
Nick.
Next part. Under family and relationships, you left the field blank. Does this mean you're on your own? ...
There's no one special in my life at the moment.
I can't help but feel like I'm intruding, but any family?
I lost my mother to dementia last year. The rest of my family and I have not been on speaking terms ever since a few years back.
I'm sorry.
You can see genuine pain in his eyes as he looks towards you.
He wasn't lying when he said the questions would get personal.
And under sexuality?
There it comes! Oh my god!
Your sexual orientation.
I'm glad to let you know that there's no prejudice among anyone in my crew.
Crew? You probably let that slip. That's good to know.
The questions continue for about an hour and you both order another hot chocolate. It's mostly questions related to your past life and it feels somewhat like an extended personality test.
I think that settles it for my questions. I'll level with you once again. Out of the questions on the personality test, only 3 candidates in total made the cut. You're one of them. I'm going to offer you the job. However, before you say yes or no, I'll also let you ask any questions you need. And you should be informed that after this point, anything you get to know includes total secrecy. As in, do not let anyone on the outside know anything about the rest of our conversation, regardless of what happens. I don't mean to threaten you, but there would be legal action taken by various government agencies if you were to attempt to leak any information. I've been told that what I'm about to tell you is hard to believe without seeing it first. And there's enough uncertainties in this world without us causing more chaos. With that said, do you have any questions for me before I tell you about the job?
What did he just say? Did you get the job? Here goes nothing. I have a few questions, yes. Let's start with the obvious one. Enough secrecy. What exactly is this job, and how am I supposed to know if I'm qualified?
The job itself is supposedly not that difficult. We need someone familiar with different kinds of networking equipment. In essence, the main technical qualifications you'll need is being able to build and maintain a few servers and connect them to a new interface. You need to be able to tell our engineers how the network you set up works with bits and bytes.
That's not even halfway as complicated as you would imagined. And this confirms the suspicions about new tech. That leads to the next question. That makes me wonder, though, how come there's only 3 people who made the cut then? Because what you described is, as you said, not that difficult.
He shifts a little in his chair, as if pondering on how to word the next part.
It's about your personality and your personal profile. Everything from your family, where you're from geographically, and all the way to your sexuality.
That's odd, but in a way it makes total sense. They basically only recruited from a pool of people they knew could handle the technical work.
Yeah, and also could handle that.
That makes sense.
He gives you a relieved smile, but once again, looks a little uncomfortable.
The next few reasons are what might put you off from this. The next reason is that we need someone with your physiology to research immunity.
Immunity?
As you might have figured out from the long absence required for this, the entire process does not take place in this country. Well, not on this planet, in fact.
Space travel? I'm not really a trained astronaut.
That's not a problem with our tech. Space travel in a large vessel like the Firefly is not unlike your daily life here. There's artificial gravity, and you can adjust it for personal preference. I feel like I'm doing a sales pitch here.
He clearly wants you to accept the terms.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll tell you a bit more about our mission then. What do you know of quantum entanglement?
Recall one of the lectures you had on the subject when you were in school. You'd only passed the subject briefly, as the main point was philosophy. The idea had been that 2 objects can be entangled together, so what happens to one happens to the other.
Not much. If I recall correctly, it's the idea that 2 objects can be entangled together. Whatever happens to one object affects the other.
He looks a little surprised at your summary.
The idea is that you can entangle an object or space with another object or space. For example, if we entangle a room in a research facility here with a room in a building on another planet, then we place an assortment of molecules of similar amounts in both rooms. We can then change the contents of one room and mold them into what we need, be it a list of information, a new process for a chemical reaction. Technically, we could even teleport things with only the information of what it contains. If we, through quantum entanglement, can take the composition of an individual, for example, and send that information to the entangled room, we could theoretically teleport someone. That's not the main goal of this research, though. There are a few more problems with that.
You can think of a more than few.
They wouldn't be the same person, would they?
That's a problem for the philosophers. But for the record, I think you're right. Which is why we're limiting it to sending data. You'll get to know more about it tomorrow, and you'll get to meet some of my colleagues. This is where you come in. It's about hooking up networking equipment from this world to our equipment.
This world? There's something you're not being told here. This world?
You caught that? Good.
Mike looks around. There's nobody else around. Everyone else has left by now.
This is also part of why your psychological profile was important. It's expected that you can handle this.
Furry!
You blink once, and you arrived at the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.